Hello, my name is Dustin D, and for my Let's Play, I chose the game Super Santa Kicker. This game is produced by, right here, the GameShot, that company, and I found it on coolmathgames.com. This game is a physics strategy puzzle game, basically. Uses physics, but it's all puzzle and strategy based. It's very similar to other really popular games like Castle Crush, where you're shooting a cannon trying to destroy castles. Bowman, where you're an archer trying to shoot a target from a long distance, or even Apple Shooter, a little more violent, but you're still trying to shoot an apple off someone's head. But it uses the same mechanics and a lot of the same physics. Something really interesting before I get started about this game that I researched is it has its own Facebook page, which I found interesting, and it has a lot of followers. And I didn't realize that there's Super Santa Kicker 2 and Super Santa Kicker 3, so it was popular enough to continue, and continue to make more. But let's get started, and I'll show you the game. All right, it is this is a classic board here, like you see in most Flash games, or even cell phone or app games, to where it shows each puzzle you create, you complete, gives you the map right here. And let's go over the mechanics. It's really simple mechanics. The only thing you use is your mouse and your left click button. But as I move the mouse, you'll see that arrow, and that gives you your direction you're going to be shooting, and basically how strong your range you're going to shoot. So if I stretch it out there, it's going to shoot really far. It's going to be go. But if I go back here, he's not going to go very far at all. And then I can pick my direction. And the goal, obviously, it's very simple, kind of points out for you, is to get Santa into the chimney. Real simple. And the way he does that, he doesn't jump, he actually gets kicked. And I'll show you that right here when you just push the left mouse button. And there he goes. Oh, and the first shot. And that's what makes you move on the next level. But why this game, I think, stands out and why it became so popular, I think the big reason it's comedic value. I mean, you normally don't see a game where a beloved character like Santa is kicked into his chimney for presents, and it's really interesting. I find that. I also, another interesting thing is, I'm going to mess up here. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's one Santa, but watch this. Oh, here, let me, if I can get it right. The Santas keep piling up. There's never-ending Santas, which I find even funnier. I really enjoy that. That no matter, you can keep shooting Santas, and you can have 1,000 Santas until you beat it, which is awesome. Almost in, but it is a strategy game, and you do have a timer up here, and you do have lives. But the only real frustrating thing I found about this game is that there's no upgrades. Like, this is the whole game. In other strategy games like this, puzzle strategy game, shooters like this, you'll often get upgrades to make it a little bit easier for each level, but these levels just continue to get harder and harder, and this is all you can do. So that can be a little bit frustrating. But I do also like the mechanics, the physics that they applied to Santa himself, which I really like, is he kind of has like a ragdoll effect, and even like a little bit of weight to him. Kind of reminds me of like a sack of flour. when he lands, which I really like. I'm really bad at this. There he is. I got it. Nice. But it kind of makes it stand out. You often don't see these type of physics applied to this type of game. But that is it today. And I just wanted to thank you. And I suggest you play this and hopefully not become addicted as I have with this. And thank you very much. Have a good night.